The church teaches us so much truth, so much tradition, so much depth. But the church can only teach us so much because there's so much of the mysterious about our faith. That's where faith steps in. That's where we need to have eyes of faith to believe things and to see things. Coming to Christ, we get told the truth of who Christ is, what he did for us, who he is in his wholeness, in the Trinity, and the life, death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Yeah, it is with eyes of faith that we come to believe. I read a alarming statistic recently that something like 30% of Catholics don't believe in transubstantiation, the true presence of Christ in the Eucharist. One of the fundamental centres of our lives as believers. And what was interesting was that a vast majority of those are Catholics who don't go to Mass regularly. Sorry, it's been a long day. They don't go to Mass regularly. The ones that go to Mass regularly are more likely to believe in transubstantiation, the real presence of Christ in the Eucharist. That's because they are using their faith muscles far more frequently. They are staying connected closer to God, and therefore, they are stronger in their faith and able to believe these things more clearly. If we don't have faith, we have nothing. We just have like any religion or whatever that has some kind of theology behind it. It's just a set of descriptives and a set of rules and regulations and all the rest of it. We have to have the eyes of faith. So I ask you today, how are your eyes of faith? How regularly do you pray? How regularly do you read your Bible? How regularly do you attend Mass? Do you believe that the Eucharist is a true presence of Jesus Christ? Because that's fundamental to being a Roman Catholic. And if you don't, why? Is the reason that you don't because you have separated yourself away from the teaching, separated yourself away from regular Mass attendance and even receiving the Eucharist regularly? What would the reasons for that be? We have to have faith. It's fundamental. We can't understand everything. There's so much of the mysterious. We have to rely on faith, and we have to trust the church. God bless your day.